Have you ever wondered why some facts or stories seem to stay in your mind while others seem to just slip away? Reading is much more than just an entertainment passer. It actually helps improve your memory by strengthening neural connections. And most people think it isn't interesting or important because when growing up, you're told that it's important, but they seem to leave the benefits out, and people already have their minds made up about it. Along with this, there is a stereotype that it's more of a nerdy, quiet, female-driven hobby. And to lead forward on this, there's a statistic from bookreaders.org posted in 2021 that only 31% of English literature degrees are awarded to males in America. When you read, your brain's memory stage is your hippocampus, is stimulated, and it improves our ability to encode information and improve your long-term memory, which is being able to connect new information with past information. Stereotypes aside, I didn't find a point in reading outside of school either until a classmate gave me a recommendation that I followed up on when I was bored one day, and I can already see a difference after a few months. This is from our ability to connect information. This happens because our hippocampus is strengthened by increasing volume, enhancing neural connections, and stimulating growth through cognitive engagement. So every time you read words, your hippocampus takes those words and connects them to past experiences or things you already know to broaden your knowledge. So for example, if there's a character in a book that has characters in a book have separate personalities, and you may stop and think about someone you know that has the same traits, and that's your hippocampus at work. Now sometimes you come across a word or phrase you don't understand. It could be a word problem, a movie phrase, or even a character's actions that you just can't describe. Reading improves your ability to encode information. You learn to encode from a very young age, putting sounds together and forming sentences, but reading encourages your brain to advance by putting phrases together. The more you read, the easier encoding gets. According to harvard.edu, posted in 2016, one of the makers, Gab, uses a metaphor to understand in different words. A highway system that connects the back of the brain's reading network to the front. You don't want the information to stop. You don't want a lot of stoplights. Along with stoplights, have you ever been driving in a completely new area and feel like you recognize the street or intersection you're driving on? This is your episodic memory, where they place two images together, one that you're experiencing right now and one that you've experienced before, and they're putting them together so that it makes it seem more similar. Now, when reading and is describing a scene, you may imagine a place you're used to in real life without even realizing it. Or it could be a place that you haven't even been in years, and the description of it just reminded you of it. This causes long-term memory to strengthen by connecting new information with past knowledge. In conclusion, reading has been surrounded by many stereotypes over the years, with many choosing not to because of not seeing the benefits of how it can improve our brain storage through your hippocampus, or how it can help our encoding abilities and improvements on our long-term memories. And if you can't quite remember what the benefits are from my speech, then there's your answer.